Have you finally had the opportunity to download Campfire, or maybe you've had it for a little bit and you're wondering how do you get an invite in Pokemon Go? Well, I'm gonna tell you that in this video, so let's jump right in. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, do you have Campfire? Do you have the app? Are you waiting to download the app? Maybe you are looking for an invite because, as I've heard from a lot of people right now, is Campfire still says invitation only. I've had a lot of people also reach out to me that are like, can you invite me to the Campfire app? And while I would absolutely love to do that, unfortunately, at this time, Campfire is only by invitation from Niantic. So it is not officially launched for everyone. However, I know some of you guys are like, oh, well, there's the answer. Well, we're gonna go over what Campfire looks like right now and some of the recommendations based on what I've played with it and how I think it could get better, so that hopefully when this app does launch, we will have improvements that can make this app that much better, because as of right now, it is still definitely in beta and there are definitely some things and features that could be added and changed and upgraded in Niantic's Campfire app to help us get the best experience while playing this. But one of the first and foremost things that's incredibly amazing is it gives you the option to be able to message people in Campfire. So you can coordinate with eggs. With raids, you can ask people, like, maybe you don't remember where you met this person. You can be like, hey man, we are lucky friends. I don't know, remember where we became friends with. That is one of the best features. So let's pop open Pokemon Go, jump into Campfire, and let's start breaking this down together. Alrighty, so before we get into this, we have two 10-kilometer eggs. And last time we hatched an egg in a tip video, we end up getting a Shundo Clink. I'm not saying we're gonna get a Shundo here, but hey man, what do you guys think we're gonna get? We have ourselves a little Rockruff, and the next egg is gonna be a Dratini. So today we are going into Campfire. Once you guys do have Campfire, or probably you might even have this right now, it's gonna have this little map icon. Once you do click that, it's gonna take you directly into Campfire, which is then gonna show us our immediate surroundings here. So obviously I have a couple raids. I see the gyms that are not active. We can go ahead and click on them and see where they are. So this right here immediately looks amazing, right? And then let's say I want to go over by, let's say, Monarch Beach and see if there's any raids. Well, yeah, there is a raid. What raid is over there? There is going to be a Skarmory raid. So right now, let's go over my top things that need to be added into this. So first and foremost, if I want to zoom out and see a bigger picture, watch this. As soon as I zoom out, all the raids disappear. So that's one of the biggest things that I think that needs to be implemented and changed, is that as you zoom out, we get more of a, let's say, active raid summary, where it says, hey, you have a legendary raid that has 3 of them here. You have a tier 3 egg that has 4 of them here. You have tier 1 raids that's gonna have 2 in this area that we're looking, right? And obviously at some point, we're gonna go out so much that it's no longer gonna be there, right? However, let's just say that we wanna go up into, let's just do Santa Monica, right? Everybody's heard a lot about Santa Monica. Let's see what the raid situation does look like around Santa Monica area right now. You can't check out the Pokestops and the spawns. However, you can probably base how good the spawns in the area is based on what it looks like here. So this is gonna be the area. That's Santa Monica. Once again, like I said, you could literally zoom out and you could go pretty much anywhere in the world. So that's something that I suggest you guys do before you guys do travel. You can see what the gym and raids and situation looks like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and click our local spot, and I'm gonna click zoom in to see more, which is a great feature that they have. So that's number one, allowing you to be able to see a little bit more of a zoomed out view to kind of give you a better way to pan around to see where there are raids, which is gonna lead us into the next thing that I think they need to change in Campfire before it officially launches for everybody, is to give some type of time reference on these gyms if possible, whether it just be a quick minute thing, we don't need the seconds, or the time that it's gonna despawn, because as of right now, in order for me to see what time this gym is gonna end, I have to click on the raid and then look, okay, 4:49, so I have 8 minutes left on this gym. And then if I click on the Zacian, 4:58, so we have 17 minutes left. And then if I wanna click on the Pikachu, we have a little bit over 20 minutes left on this specific one. So that's how you have to do it right now, which is not the most optimal when you're trying to just check things out instead of just clicking around. So I definitely think that could be another thing that could go on right there. The next thing they definitely must add, which was one of the challenges that I did have when I was running the raid groups, if you guys do want to see that video, you can check it out up here, is there's no GPS pointer when I move around, such as there are in Google Maps. So when you're in Google Maps, if you have your phone up, you can point your phone in this direction, then it has this shadow in the direction that I'm pointing right there, and if I turn this way, then it shows me this way. So I have a general gauge to what's going on. When we are in Campfire, we don't have that. But when I was in Seattle, I was getting turned around quite often trying to multitask from this, which I was constantly going back and forth, and since there was no general direction of what and where my phone was facing, it was really challenging for me to find out in a high pressure situation where these raids were, and oftentimes I would walk a block and be like, oh yeah, that's the wrong way, I gotta walk this way. And I had a bunch of people with me, so it was a little bit challenging, especially in those new places. So that is another feature that I think would be fantastic in here. The next feature is to control the flares, because as of right now, when you set a flare, your entire friend notification will get notified that you're setting a flare. Like Zoe set a flare when she was in London, and I got that notification here in California. So as of right now, being able to control how big of a radius you want to know where the flares are being set would be massively huge to diminish down on the notifications. And then the next feature that I think is monumentally crucial is to be able to check off once you have done a raid, because as of right now, if I were to complete this primate raid that is on the other side of this building right here, in the campfire, it would still show the primate raid. So I don't really have a gauge for if that raid is completed and if I can or can't do that raid. So it starts to get a little bit confusing, like if I clicked in here and it was like, I've done the raid, right? Like if there was just a little check mark that I could click check, boom, raid is done, on to the next one. So those features alone, just by adding them and implementing them into Campfire, will make our raiding experience that much better. And I think those are monumentally crucial to add in before this Campfire app is launched to everybody, so that it's not more of a beta and it's more of a tested. Even though just having the raids to be able to know if there's a raid coming, if there's an egg coming, even if it's a little clunky and clicking into it, it is still very, very useful, and it's going to change your game in Pokemon Go forever, because you're not going to have to just aimlessly drive in different directions hoping to see a raid. Now you can know specifically, okay, it's over there, I'm going to start walking in that direction, or I'm going to start driving in that direction because there's a couple raids. I can park my car and I can drive around over there, and that is very helpful. And even further, to be able to judge what is going to be a great location for where you are going, and if there are going to be raid battles, or if you have to plan accordingly, or if you're on vacation, where is the best location to kind of get a raid or to use your daily pass in Pokemon Go. So that's going to do it, guys. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight into, number one, invitations come from Pokemon Go as of right now. So it's not going to be coming from me, it's not going to be coming from anybody as of right now, unless they change that. Number two, very important for them to update this before it gets into everybody's hands to make sure that we have a better experience with this particular app. And then finally, they have a group. If you guys do get in here, my group is the Trainer Club. It's similar to Discord, but it still needs a little bit of additions to be able to make it a little bit more user-friendly and things such as that. So that's gonna do it. That's Campfire. Definitely make sure to stay tuned. Definitely get that app as soon as they launch it. I will be putting it out on my social medias at the Trainer Club of Tubies the second it launches, because even in its infancy state right now, it is very helpful. So thank you guys for being here as always. To my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.